We finished X1 today, locking down second place, going 5-1, only losing to the 10E variant, which my friend was piloting here. But we got back home to my place here, the playtest round tonight, and I went in and I opened my OTS packs, and I crap you not, my friend was just in awe. This is actually what I pulled off of winnings here. And if you guys don't like the video for any other reason, this is the luckiest that I think I've ever been. I've never felt any crazier than this. Holy crap. It's literally what it's like to chew 5 gum. Alright guys, let's dig on into that deck profile, shall we? Make sure you smash the like button, that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. As per usual, guys, a whole bunch of links down below in the description. Give them a check out. You might find the chance to save some money on a purchase somewhere. Alright, so this is my second place Sword Soul list we just hyped up at the beginning of this video here. I wanted to give a special thanks to Matthew Navarez. I was messaging him talking about his list from the Rocky Mountain Case Tournament. Kind of got some different ideas from them. And this was his most recent list in testing. So I put this together, took this locals out of, I believe it was what, like 26 people who got second place. I lost to my friend who's also playing this. Me and him have been like joking back and forth. He's like, 10E for life. And I'm like, no, just Straight Phoenix Enforcer for life. So I really do prefer the DPE build so far. So we have triple copies of Moyi. This card is the nuts. Literally a free draw 1 is insanity, alright? Like, I cannot believe the amount of times that this card is just the nuts. Alright? And Shane blocking cheese out feels good. We have triple copies of Long Yun. I had 2 games going at a time. Borderline going into time. You were like 2 minutes on the clock. You do this, ping your opponent, and then watch your opponent kind of try to start building their board with a minute or so left after you're ending on Baron to interrupt them. So not only do you have to play around negates and things like that, you've got an established board to kind of play around them. So yeah, this card's pretty good. Let's see here. 2 copies of Tai. I was originally playing 1. I understand why the notion to continue playing 1, but we upgraded to 2, and this felt pretty good. We have triple frickin' copies of Vishuda. Now, this is the only 10E that I choose to play just because for the bounce ability, alright? Getting that spot removal to take care of something that a little bit more annoying than most cards that you want to see. But yes, this card does everything that we want it to do in terms of spot removal, giving you an extra body to make the Verte. Yeah, and bounces back stupid back row. We have triple copies of Ecclesia. I hate this card. This card gets ashed too much going first. I love just summoning this. You go effect, your opponent ashes you. You look at your opponent and go, well, that's just draw the extender 5-head. We have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. This card does not feel as impactful as in previous ones. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, considering like against Flunder, if you can hit their draw cards and kind of generate a little bit more of an advantage engine, you typically will find yourself in a better place. What are my matchups? I know I played Flunder. I know I played the Mirror. Actually, did I play double? I played double Mirror. I played double 10E variant today, and I lost to my friend and 2-0'd the other one. I don't remember what else there was. Oh, 1 PK player. That deck's kind of scary when it decides that it wants to go. Alright, we also have triple copies of Nibiru here. Space Rock is probably one of the more important cards in the modern format. I know Distant Coder was giving me crap for maining this, but right now I think that this card, especially when you hit Sword Soul after they go, Moyi token, Chizao, Long Yun token, you drop this right there, you pretty much choke them out of the game, which means that your opponent can't play. And literally, unless they have the Monster Reborn extender to go into the Tai, you pretty much are set up at that point. I didn't realize how much I was going to like this card. Currently playing double Veiler in here. Initially, I was playing, 1 Ghost Bell, 1 Effect Veiler from the last list. And adjusting to 2 Veiler, holy crap, this card is good, man. Alright, just being able to, like, Valor Moe, Valor, something Phantom Knights, like the Rusty, along the way to kind of take away some of their, potential, it feels good. And then we have 2 bricks, because I really like this package quite a lot. Alright. We have triple copies of my in-house Rhoda. Being able to search for anything Sword Soul related, and then being able to, if I need a tutor for like a worm or something, that's fine. We have 1 Archetype Monster Reborn. This card is nuts with tie A. Alright, let me assure you, alright, this card is the absolute gas when you see it correctly. Holy crap. Like, you open Long Yun, if your Moe resolves and you have the Long Yun with a tie A, and this, oh my god, you're ending on so much. We have triple copies of Fusion Destiny. I can't say anything else about this card. I think this card is the absolute nuts, in my opinion. Next up, we have triple copies of Prosperity for deck filtering. The one thing I like to do with this is I can kind of scout off with the Moe, see if they're going to negate the, stop the Moe from making the token. And then you can resource dig from there. Remember, you can't do the Moe draw in this in the same turn, which is fine, but that doesn't really matter all that much. There's also searches for Fusion Destiny when your hands are okay. We have triple copies of Infinite Permanence here. Big thing with this is additional hand trap, more effect veiling for those key cards. Comes up quite a lot. I'm playing 2 copies of Blackout. This didn't come up for the 5 rounds today that I played. I actually ended up boarding out one of these quite a lot. And then played 1 Imperial Order, wrapping up the main deck. I actually didn't draw this either. In a lot of the testing I was doing on the side, like, this card was pretty good when it comes up. So a little bit unfortunate we didn't see that. So what's going on down here in the extra deck? God, I love the Sword Soul tokens. So we have 2 copies of Chizao. Man, you Flunderies players, man, you guys love cherrying this card. I've had this card cherried 10, 11 times now at this point. I understand, like, this is the heart and soul of my deck, but chill out, okay? We have 1 copy of Boxia. This card is nuts. We have 1 copy of Crimson Blader. It's okay. I kind of want to play Final Sigma for locals, not going to lie, but technically, in theory, in the Sword Soul Mirror, this card is cracked. We have 1 Draco Berserker. Specific spot removal for monster effects is pretty good. We have 1 Dragite. I made this against 4 back row and laughed, as it actually kind of went the mile. Yeah. 1 copy of Yazi. This is for your tie A play. God, if you can go down in, if you can do this, go down into Moe, climb back up after getting the specific spot removal, you're in a pretty good position. We have 1 copy Baroness, the absolute heart and soul of the deck. Card is nuts, man. This is my Pot of Prosperity target. I don't know. I never make this. I think I made it once in my entire testing. I understand there's certain decks that can only out it, but we have 1 Ruddy Rose. Yeah, that's really fun against PK. 1 Monk to step in through the Vishuddha for the spot removal. 1 Vertaint Anaconda, because paying 2,000 life points is really good. This insane cracked card. Oh my god, this card is nuts. I love you, DP. Never change. And then we have 1 Baguska. Thank god this card exists. I got to rotate an entire board of Exceeds against Tri-Brigade Lyricalisk, and I just won because this card exists. And then we have the 1 Zeus wrapping up the extra deck. Side deck, we have 1 copy of Protoss. I boarded this in 7, 8 times. Saw it once. I boarded these in the mirror. Holy crap. I didn't realize like how good this was. Forcing your opponent down on Baguska while you have this in the graveyard. Also, this is a level 4. I didn't realize that. Yo, level 4 that you can just normal summon, make like Baguska with yourself, and just have this down in the graveyard for recurability. Oh my. We have triple copies of the Board Breaker. I didn't draw this card at all. These are for PK. The theory with these is when they try to do Scythe shenanigans, you can do this to banish the Scythe. And it sounds good in theory. I just boarded these in against Flunder and laughed at them. So, then there's this card. Holy crap. Being able to evenly your Sword Soul matchup and just clear off a whole board. This card is nuts, alright, especially when your opponents don't expect this to be coming. I also did this on a Flunderies player, and yeah, that felt pretty good. And the last side deck cards are triple anti-spell. This just makes sure that like you can't get like DRNM'd, because you just flip, or go into your opponent's turn, just set these with like your established bearer, and you don't have to worry about it. And then your opponent changes the droplet, and you're like, oh, never mind. So, that is my current Sword Soul adventure that we are messing around with so far. What do you guys think about the deck? Going 4-1, only losing to like my friend, doesn't really surprise me at all. But guys, what do you think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Special, leave a that subscribe button, so you guys don't miss out more else content. I'll see your beautiful faces back later today with some more cool else content. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.